Jayden, I just want to talk to you about your performance tonight, career high. It's your rookie year here at the G League.
Yeah.
You know, what just kind of contributed to the success that you had?
I would just say my teammates. First, for sure, God, just helping me persevere, through these past injuries. And then my teammates just, always, pushing me to strive and striving me to be better, on and off the court. We spend a lot of time together. So, for sure, my teammates, they put me in position to score and give me confidence.
How important is that to have that team chemistry, especially at this point in the season? You know, it really showed tonight that, especially you guys went on those big runs in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, team chemistry is very big. It's very big for me too, just, getting to know people. Everybody got to be able to take constructive criticism from one another, pour into one another. And I feel like that helped teams go a long way. I had experience like going to March Madness and teams like that, that stick together, had a lot of team chemistry, went far. So that's what we need.
And it's your first year here in professional basketball. I mean, is there really a big difference between, high-level Big 12 basketball to here in the G League?
Yeah, it's for sure a difference just because, it's the pro level, so no defense in 3 seconds. There's a lot of more space, a lot of more opportunities just to score, So you just can't sit in the paint, People got to be able to guard. So, yeah, very different.
Do you feel like you have a big role in this offense? I mean, tonight you really did.
Yeah, I feel like I do. I mean, coaches always pointing to me just to be confident and just tell me to keep shooting the ball, whatever happens. So he always tells me he'd rather have a missed shot than a turnover. So yeah.
I mean, what has Coach Chance done for, you here in Austin with, being such a short time with him this season?
You just building, telling me how to, just taking from one another, taking from my teammates like Alfred Payton and stuff, learning from my teammates and some of the youngest on the team and stuff like that, and just pouring confidence into me. So yeah, he's helped me a lot for sure.
Is there kind of a chip on your shoulder? You're an undrafted guy. You're here in the league, in the G League. Ultimately, you want to get to the NBA.
Yeah, it's for sure a chip on my shoulder because I feel like I belong. I feel like I'm supposed to be in the NBA. That's my dream goal at the end of the day. So I'm gonna keep going till I die to get there for sure.
So that's enough for me.
Yep.
Not only did you have a career high tonight, you broke someone's ankles. And
for real? I forgot.
You forgot about that?
I forgot I did.
I was gonna say, that came at the first time you broke that.
I forgot about that. That was my first time. That was funny though, cause I know that's my guy too. Like, we cool and shit. So.
Okay.
I know him. Yeah, it was funny.
Tell me about your guys' relationship.
We just played like my teammate at VCU from St. Louis, and they always used to be on the phone. Like, they real best friends. They grew up together. So I know Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him for years now, and I played him at Iowa State too in the Big 12.
Okay, love that. You also had a really nice offensive charge, I think, in the third quarter.
Oh, I did.
Do you just flake out when you play?
I just be hooping.
I mean,
just be playing.
Apparently it's working.
Yeah, it is.
What's clicked for you recently? I feel like in the past few games you've just been going off. What's your confidence?
I wouldn't even say I've even been going off. Like, it's really another level to it. But I just been, trying to be consistent, just, trying to give what my team need from me. Whatever they need from me, scoring-wise, defensively, I'm trying to be there for them, and I'm trying to win. So I really not even tripping about the stats, But whatever the team need from me that day, like, I'm gonna give it to them for sure.
That mentality. One really cool thing about your story is you got on the team from a local tryout.
Hell yeah.
Can you tell me about that experience and what kind of went in? Tell me about like how many days, who you talked to. Give me all the details.
I just talked to the GM a lot and was working out with the coaches and the trainers that was down here and stuff like that. But none was guaranteed, and I knew that coming into it. Me and my agent talked about it, and I told him we talked about it during summer league. I got cut and stuff, so I told him the G League was it was a risk for me, but I feel like I belong, and I feel like I could take that risk, so I was just betting on myself. So for sure, that's what I did.
You mentioned God and how thankful you are
Yeah.
for your universe. Do you think you getting cut was for a reason? Do you think that made you even work harder?
I feel like, yeah, it did. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like when stuff like that, like I cry, like, cause I want to make it so bad. So like, I feel like, I mean, after it happened and stuff like Summer League, I was mad and, crying and stuff, but you just gotta learn from you gotta learn from it and just try to figure out what God's trying to teach you, or, what's for you is for you, and what's not for you is not for you. So I just feel like it wasn't my time. God was trying to say, he closed the door, he could open another one. So, I just had to trust him.
Love that. Obviously, you guys got the win tonight. You play the same team tomorrow. What's your mentality heading into that game?
They gonna play harder. Try to beat a team 2 times in a row is always hard to do. So I know they're gonna play harder for sure, and just have a different chip on their shoulder when they walk in here. So we're gonna have to play harder than we did today.
Yeah. Donovan Williams, the newest player on your team. Tell me what he adds to the team culture.
Just togetherness. He a real cool guy off the court, and it shows when he hoop. I ain't know he could hoop like that. I ain't know nothing of him. So But he nice though for sure. So I like playing with him. You know, we call him Stretch. So he don't gotta have the ball in his hands. He still impact the game. So I like playing with him for sure.
As a team, what do you guys want to, or what do you think that you guys need to improve on for the game tomorrow?
I would just say, you know, just finishing possessions. You know, getting stops. You know, and just being poised. You know, towards the end of the game. But I feel like we came back. We was down like 10. We came back and won by almost 10 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, but we just do a good job at finishing games. So yeah.
What kind of clicks for you guys in that stretch? Did coach say something in a huddle, or what's sort of working for you guys there?
Getting stops. I feel like it started on the defensive end. You know, they had like 2 shot clock violations if I'm not mistaken. We got a lot of kills. So that's what helped us last game playing OKC in the second half. We were down the same way. You know, we just got to focus on the defensive end, get stops, and it's going to translate to the offensive end.
Thank you, Jayden.
Thank you.